Hey besties, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm B, and welcome to another writing vlog. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but it is so rainy and gloomy outside, and that is the perfect writing ambience. So I'm so excited because I'm dedicating the entire day to writing, but not just that. I'm hoping to have a 5K word day because, for those of you who don't know, I'm currently working on the third and final draft of what I hope to be my young adult debut romance novel, Into the Limelight. It's a fake dating, enemies to lovers, contemporary romance, and I hope to finish it really soon. I'm so antsy. I want to finish this book, so I want to make the most of today and get as many words in as I can. I'm about to go to a cafe with my sister, which is so exciting. I love writing at a bookstore. It's the most motivating thing ever. This is the outfit. I'm loving butter yellow for this summer. This is a cardigan from Garage. This white tank top is Serena's. I don't know where it's from. I'm wearing jeans from Abercrombie & Fitch, I think, and then my Teddy Blake purse so I can bring my laptop, Kindle, and the book that I'm currently reading. And I'm ready. I'm excited to write some words. Let's go write. I got the sourdough pistachio matcha cookie. This is what it looks like. It looks really good. Ooh, very cakey. You have to try it. This was like
ice salted caramel.
Ericcano. I'd give it that cookie a 5 out of 10.
Damn, that cookie is so good.
It's so good. Okay, we are back from the cafe and I wrote 500 words, which in the grand scheme of things, knowing I have 4,500 words left to write, is not great. But considering that lately my highest word count has been like 700 words, I am very happy with how that writing session went. I spent that entire time working on a singular chapter. For those of you who don't know, I will catch you up. In the last vlog, I hit the halfway point in my novel, which is so exciting. I know that means that technically, however much I wrote at this point, I have to do that all over again if we're thinking about it that way, because I have like 30,000, 40,000 words left to write. But I don't see it that way because just like when I'm reading a book, I feel like the first half is slower, and then once you hit the halfway point, the second half goes by so much quicker just because you have so much going on. And so I'm hoping it feels like that when I'm writing it. I want to ride this momentum and crank out the progress on the second half and last half of the draft. So yeah, I've been working on a singular chapter, and in this particular one, I'm just trying to make it less boring. I feel like it's a little bland and it's a little disjointed and feels a little disconnected from the last chapter because something big happened to kind of pull Ray and Jordan a little further apart, and I feel like they didn't carry those emotions that well into this chapter. So I kind of just tried to bring that back while also making it a little less boring, and I think I'm accomplishing that. I hope so. But yes, just talking about it, I want to get back into the writing, but first I wanted to show you guys what I got from the bookstore, even though I should have left with nothing, which is the problem with me choosing to write at the cafe that happens to be in my favorite bookstore of all time. But I just had to walk over to the mug section. I just had to do it. And once I saw this mug, there was no other outcome besides me walking out of the bookstore with it. Oh, it's the cutest mug. It's the cutest mug ever. It says more cats, more naps. Is that focus? More cats, more naps. It's so cute. And that's Prince right there. Oh, I just think it's the cutest mug ever. And could I afford to get this? No. Will this bring me lots of happiness? Yes. So it's a win. I did not leave with any books though, which is great because as you can see, I have so many books that I own that I need to get to, but I do have another book to join my collection, and I'm so happy. This book was sent to me by the publisher Lost Island Press, who is collaborating with me on this video, and they sent me a signed copy of one of their newest releases, Nightshade Academy. This is by Meltor Franca, and you might recognize her from YouTube or Instagram, and I'm so excited to have received a signed copy of her book. I hope this is focusing. That is literally so cute. I don't think I own a single signed book. No, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't own a singular signed book. So this is so cute to me. It's a fantasy thriller. This cover is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. And the front few pages are gorgeous. This book sounds really good. The tagline is 20 teenagers enter, only 5 become guardians. And I love competition-based books like that. I eat them up every single time. I just feel like this is going to be such a cozy read. I'm so excited to have it on my shelves. And if you guys are interested in reading it as well, they are so kindly giving away 50 free ebooks to the first 50 people to use the link in my description below. Anyway, thank you so much to Lost Island for sending me this book. And in the way that it always is, holding a physical copy of a book makes me extra motivated to write my own. I want to publish it so badly. So let's get writing. Okay, I just finished the first pass of this scene, the first scene in the chapter that I'm working on, and it's gonna need a lot of work. So the first pass is written. I do a couple of other passes to try to perfect it as much as I can. And for this draft, because it's my final one, I can't move ahead until I'm as happy as I can be with this scene. So this is gonna take a while, and I'm gonna need a snack, some fuel. So I'm gonna make one and come back to this. Maybe I'll have a short little reading break too to hopefully reinvigorate me. Okay, it's not the healthiest choice, but I saw the pretzels and I was like, I have to do it. It's yogurt covered pretzels from Summerhill Market. And I say it's not the healthiest because I should probably eat an actual meal since it's lunchtime, but I'm trying to maximize word count, so I need something quick and easy to eat. So this is what it's gonna be. This is gonna be our writing snack. So cute, so cute. How am I supposed to write? Update, it's hours later. Sorry, the glare from this is kind of annoying. Thought I'd read my book, do reading writing sprints, maybe watch a writing live stream, just any form of writing sprints. No, I've been locked in for the past few hours just working on this because I think it's, like I said, so many things are happening right now that I just need to get it on the page. I need to write this. I finished the chapter I was working on before and finished the passes and then started on the next chapter. We are now at 2,113 words for the day, which is insane. If you watch my last vlog, you'll know that I rearranged quite a few scenes in this last half because I needed to fix a subplot that wasn't fully incorporated into the whole novel. I needed to fix Ray and Jordan's relationship arc and made sure that it was smooth and less of up and down like it was in the last draft. And I needed to cut some characters, a couple scenes that just didn't serve the plot or the arc and were just kind of fun scenes for me to write, but ultimately didn't serve anything. And I have a couple scenes that I need to write from scratch. I've hit that point right now where I'm writing a scene from scratch, which is always a little slower for me because I write it and then I have a lot more editing to do to make sure it's up to par with the rest of my edited draft. But that is where we're at right now, and I'm so happy because this newly outlined structure is so much better and it finally feels perfectly consistent. Like the subplot, character arc, emotional arc, everything is lining up in a way that it didn't feel in a way that it didn't in the last draft. I just can't wait to see this all come together, but I'm gonna ride out this momentum. I still want to keep going until I stop to eat dinner. 3,000 words in and 45,000 in the draft. That is crazy. Again, this word count is for if I'm to finish this draft. If I am to finish this draft by the end of June, which clearly is not going to happen, but that's also for me guessing that it's going to be 75,000 words. I don't know how many words this draft is going to be. This is just an educated guess. We will see what it actually ends up being. 2,000 words left to write, and it doesn't seem like that much considering we're so close to our goal and I already wrote 3,000. But then I think about it in terms of I can't even speak right now, in terms of the fact that Nano is 1,667 words a day, and that is a challenge, and I have like 2 hours left in me of the day probably and 2,000 words left. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but I have my mug. I feel like some days I'm in the mood to taste my tea or my coffee, and other days creamer, basically just creamer. I could eat I could drink a mug full of creamer. I did read some more of this after I ate dinner. You guys, I love this book so far. It was Emily Henry's release of last year. She releases like a book a year. They're all bestsellers. She is an inspiration. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to this one. And if you saw my last vlog, I went book shopping and I couldn't remember the name of the Emily Henry book that I hadn't read yet, and it was this one. So it's kind of funny because later on in the vlog, I finished reading The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, and I was like, I immediately want to read the sequel, and I was like, I have my Kindle. I'm gonna get it right away and read it. Yeah, so I was at Matt, forgot my Kindle at home. Didn't realize that I didn't bring it with me. And then I told Matt, I was like, I need a book for the train ride back. So can we please go to Shoppers? And so he drove me to Shoppers, and I saw this and I was like, perfect, perfect. It's a sign, I need to read it. And as we were leaving, one of the workers saw that I was checking this out, and she was like, oh my gosh, I read that book and loved it. You're gonna love it. Like, or I hope you have fun reading it or something. And I was like, yay, that's so exciting. I must say, she was right. Started reading it on the train back. It didn't fully sink in what this book was gonna be about before I started reading it. I'm like 50 pages in now and I'm hooked already. I love the concept so much. It's so fun. I would sum this up as a revenge fake dating plot, because the main character gets dumped by her fiance. This is all in the blurb, no spoilers at all. She gets dumped by her fiance, who leaves her for his best friend, his girl best friend, who happened to be dating Miles, our love interest. So their exes left them, and now they're kind of dealing with the aftermath together and decide, hey, what if we just pretended we were dating? Sounds like it's gonna be a funny story. But I'm not letting myself read any more of that until I'm done my word count goal for the day. So that's gonna be my reward, because I really want to get into that. But I do have some writing juice left in me. Thankfully, 2,000 words means a full chapter for me, because I do have a chapter that I'm working on that's 2,000 words. And this one doesn't have a crazy amount of changes to it. Basically, my setup is that I have the chapter of my previous draft on the left side, my current draft on the right, so blank page right now, and then to the side I have the synopsis at the top, so what's happening in the chapter, with the notes at the bottom. The notes is my most important section for editing, because it has all of the changes that I need to make for this draft. And this one has a singular bullet point. It's just incorporating one of the subplots that I have, which is a very minor subplot. So I'm gonna do that on top of obviously making the writing better than my previous draft. So it does take a while, but I'm gonna push through to see if I can get it done tonight. Not even gonna fix this. It's midnight. It's 12:20 a.m. As someone who goes to bed at 10:30, latest, I'm exhausted. I need to sleep. We hit 4,953 words. I know I could write 50 words to make it 5,000, but I just finished a chapter, so it's gonna have to be, we're rounding up. Concluding thoughts, you guys. 1, I need to push myself to hit higher word counts more often. I really do, because even if it's not gonna be 5,000, I definitely have more in me than I've been giving lately, and sometimes all you need is a little push. 2, had such a good writing session. I'm so happy with all the changes I made today, and I'm so excited to wake up and get back to my writing tomorrow. I'm so excited. 3, not this again. I don't have a good third thing to say, and everything is better in 3s. I am gonna end the vlog here because I am so tired. I need to take off my makeup and go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys are having so much fun with your writing projects and making such good progress. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!